Hi, I'm Krista Bailey with IU South Bend Center for a Sustainable Future, here to share with you another way you can experience sustainable Michiana. So today I'm in a really special spot that I hope you get to experience a little bit with me today and hopefully on your own. But I'm here talking with the team at River St. Joe. So starting out talking with Brian, he's our CEO. So when I come in here, it looks really neat. It kind of looks like a glorified barn, and I'm seeing some interesting features. So what might folks notice, or maybe not notice, that you want to share?
Sure. The first thing we want them to notice is that it's a beautiful, organic, plant-to-pint brewery and farm-to-table restaurant on 180-acre organic flatwater farms. But there's little elements that aren't obvious that we really hope people understand. First off, the little details that aren't obvious, like the crushed concrete in the parking lot as opposed to asphalt, or the charred wood that helps keep out bugs and make sure it lasts a long time, that doesn't use any chemicals, or the Core 10 steel that seals itself over time and doesn't require any maintenance going forward. It's things like that that people might not know or might not see right away that we're really hopeful that we can share with them today.
So when you're pulling in and you're thinking, oh gosh, there's gravel everywhere, they must be new and they haven't paved yet. But it's actually for a reason. So why do you have gravel instead of paving everything?
So right, it's as crushed concrete, it is a certain amount, and it's local, crushed locally.
Nice.
It's purer in that you're not using adhesive chemicals or tar, which very likely could leak into the groundwater. We wanted to make sure that what we put down was stable for the farm and stable for our guests. The watershed is incredibly important to us. We have and get all of our water, both for brewing and domestic uses here, sinks drinking water from the farm. There's a well about 800 feet north. And then our goal, and what we do now partly, is return the water that we use, both for brewing and for the restaurant, to the land. So it's a complete cycle. So we've done a lot and think a lot about preserving that cycle.
So how do you keep things running here in terms of power? I know that's always tricky with a brewery. It takes a lot of electricity, not just water.
Yeah, so this is something that Fran Tuitt and Annie Tuitt, Fran you'll meet later, really were thinking about from the beginning. We wanted to use as much as we could from the farm. I spoke about water, but we also want to use electricity and power, and that means solar panels. You can't see them when you drive in, but there's 76 solar panels on top of the roof that right now produces about a third to half of our electricity, and we built the roof in a way that we can add another array on soon.
I do want to learn more about the land itself. So is that your topic, or should we find someone else?
For that case, I want to pass you off to the farm owner, Fran Tuitt.
All right, well, let's go find her. Hey, Fran.
Thanks for coming out.
Brian said there's something special about how you're taking care of the planet here at River St. Joe. So what are we looking at? What's going on?
So it's a 180-acre certified farm. We took 3 years to get it certified, so you go through a process of doing that.
So it's organic, certified organic farm.
Yeah, so you have to think about how you're treating the soil. That's obviously the first thing. So we focus on not putting chemicals and fertilizers that are toxic, and we do a lot. It may look really messy to you, but it's actually intentional. So we're trying to create environments for bees and wildlife and all these good insects that help with the land. So we're trying to really nourish it and create an environment that's just really dynamic, and we want to share it with the community.
So really fostering partnerships with the natural environment as well.
Absolutely.
So what we're seeing here are some wildflowers, and we've got all these poles back here. What's going on?
So right here is like naturally planted native grasses and wildflowers, as well as some cover crops just that you see in the foreground, and then out in the back is obviously our hop yard. So we grow 5.5 acres of hops. We have 16 varieties, and the brewer inside helps us choose what he wants, and then we plant them. And it's a labor of love. It's very labor intensive to get those plants to individually train, to go up a trellis, and then you harvest them. We just actually finished the harvest, and so maybe later you'll get to see some wet hopping being made inside at the brewery.
Wow, all right. And so there's places to sit and enjoy and converse, but where's the food?
Let's go inside.
Hi, Fran.
Hey, Carly. I understand you are the farm-to-table expert here, bringing it all in and making it look delicious.
Yeah, we absolutely love to use ingredients sourced straight from the farm here on Flatwater. We also use our local organic vendors like Vernon Hollow, Jason Nelson's Herbs. So we're sourcing as much local as possible and using as little waste as possible too, recycling our ingredients, composting on the farm.
Oh, very good. So what are we working on here?
So today we got our garden harvest dish, which is just what it sounds like, whatever is available that day on the farm. So this dish can change from day to day. Today we got some great zucchini, our ají verde sauce, which has some peppers, cilantro in it, a little salty, creamy queso fresco, and then some of our chili threads here, which bring a nice smokiness to the dish.
Look how beautiful that is. Wow. So there's this garden specialty, so whatever you've got is what we get to eat.
Exactly.
Which makes sense. I mean, why bring it in when we've got good stuff to eat right here?
Perfect, yep.
So there's eating and drinking here, right?
That's right.
So you're the food-focused person.
That's right.
And it just looks incredible.
Thank you.
So who can I talk to about what to drink here?
Oh, we should talk to Brandon. He's the expert on all the brew things.
Okay, all right. I got to get Fran to tour me back
All
there.
right,
So
sounds
thanks so
good.
much.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
Hold that for me. I'll
I
be
will.
back.
Save you a bite.
Oh, hey, hi, Brandon.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. So you're the one that makes the beverages happen here, I understand. And is this from here?
Yeah, so we have.
These are gorgeous.
So yeah, I'm the head brewer here. So these are some fresh hops from here. So these ones are actually hops that were just picked yesterday.
Ooh, they're very pretty.
And we brewed, actually they call it a wet hop or a fresh hop beer. So we used the hops and picked them and used them within an hour pretty much of being picked. So it's pretty unique of picking the hops right here on the farm, coming in and throwing them in a brew. So really exciting. So we're trying to use as much local grain as we can too. We get some local organic grain from Grainer Farms, which is awesome. They're in Three Oaks, which is 20 minutes away. So that's really exciting. So we could use a portion of their grain in our beer. And then we also, so after we sparge and mash the beer, we're gonna have spent grain left over. And then we use that in the compost on the farm. So we'll have our farmer, Matt, will take the spent grain and compost it, and then we can use that in the land.
Thanks so much. Great work.
Yeah, cheers.
Ryan.
Hey again.
Oh my gosh, I've had so much fun learning about all the sustainability experiences here. But one thing I keep hearing from everybody is kind of this investment in the local economy and supporting our community here, which is just as important. So I'm wondering if you can just kind of give me some highlights on when you come here, it's an investment in more than, you know, something to eat or drink.
Yeah, so from the very beginning, we decided we wanted to be an integral part of the community and a community gathering place, which in our minds entails giving back. You know, it started by Buchanan Township, who approved us to have this business here from the beginning, and we concluded that we really needed to then turn around and start giving back, and it's been part of who we are and our mission from the beginning. Chef Carly, who you just met, and our head of house, Lisa Shanahan, right when we opened, right in the middle of the pandemic and the shutdown, planned a food giveaway for people in need around the community. So all this excess food that our purveyors and our partners had was going to go to waste, and they quickly, impressively planned this really great food giveaway that a lot of people showed up to. So we were happy to do things like that. We volunteer on the City of Buchanan Tree Committee. We are part of the McCoy's Creek Trail, which is about a 5-mile trail that runs through Buchanan, a beautiful trail.
And that's really exciting because it's getting people out and active, but also helping to bring them here on foot or on bike. And you're involved with bicycling groups too.
So every Tuesday we're open exclusively for an organization created by Liz Martin, who's a Buchananite, called Bike Buchanan, and it's been incredibly fun and successful. There was, I think last time, 75 people who showed up, and there's 5 different biking groups, and they go all sorts of distances and speed all around the area.
Fantastic. So what's the real power behind how things happen here, Brian? I mean, you've got a lot of cool elements happening, and
Sure,
yeah.
and it's the people who aren't here right now. We have about 18 to I think 20 now employees, most of whom are local, who make this place run. Without them, sort of the great service and the great food and beer wouldn't happen. And we feel very lucky to have access to such great people who are a bike ride away or a short car trip away.
Well, I'm just really impressed by what is happening here at River St. Joe. Well, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for the tour, and come check it out.
That's it for today's show. We had a great time. Hope you did as well. Remember, there's so much to experience in Michiana, and if you get out and experience it, post about it on Facebook and use the hashtag #ExperienceMichiana, and we'll find out about it that way. Or you can reach us by email, or just hit us up here on Facebook. We would love that as well. Until next week, guys, stay safe, everyone.
This WNIT local production has been made possible in part by viewers like you. Thank you.